Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to watch some more Game of Thrones. We're on season 7, episode 5, Game of Thrones. Waiting to see what's going on. We've got Bronn saved Jaime and he went into the water. I don't know if Tyrion saw Jaime get saved or if he thinks Jaime is dead. Tyrion was watching though, kind of a bittersweet moment because they were winning. Dany and her crew were winning their part of things, but it's against Jaime. So, and even though Tyrion is good for his word about being on Dany's side, he still loves his brother. So, I think that's the only family member he's ever loved. At any rate, we've got that. We've got Dany trying to pull the spear out of her dragon because it's wedged in there deep. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it out. He might be able to. I don't know if the dragon would be smart enough not to crush the spear, but be able to pull it out. You know how, like, some animals will pull splinters and stuff out of their wounds and stuff. So I don't know if he would be able to do that and help her with it or not. Plus, is it going to cause any infection that the infection could fester and kill the dragon? That is something else that could happen. We've got Ari showing off her warrior skills. It's not quite warrior, but fighting skills. She's she's basically an assassin. So that's why I said not a warrior, but it is a type of warrior, I guess. And Brienne being proud of her, Sansa being proud of her. Jon is back mining the dragon glass. And I think even though he refuses to kneel to Dany, I think they kind of have a mutual respect for each other. I'm hoping that continues. We'll have to see, especially when he gets back to Winterfell and if my suspicions are true or not. We'll have to find out. Don't think that's going to happen yet, though. And Dorne Lady, her daughter is dying in front of her, and Cersei's going to keep her alive to keep torturing her because keeping her alive is worse than going ahead and killing her. Having her mourn her daughter is worse. And I'm assuming Theon's sister's still alive, but I don't know for how long. And Theon made it back to Dragonstone. I did look up a map in between last episode and this one. So, and I actually, it didn't spoil anything because it's not like I could keep track of everything or not, but it's one of the maps where it tells you episode by episode the layout on the map. So I did look it up and I saw that it's basically an L, which, okay, don't know how that whole world is, if it's a round world or a flat world or what. But basically, it looks like everything's in an L, and I kind of saw where everything is at. And so that kind of helped map things out a little bit for me. There were still a few questions I had, but nothing dire. The wildlings, we haven't seen a lot about them, and we also haven't seen anything about the White Walkers this season yet, just talk about them. John and Danny were reading runes. I don't know what else to call them, but basically the story of the children that fought the White Walker or something with the White Walkers in the beginning many years ago. So there's something about all of that. And so I'm guessing there's some kind of secret in those writings that we need to know. And whether we're going to find it or not, it's a whole nother question. Jorah, I believe, is on his way back to find Dany and her crew all healed, not quite healed from all the flesh being pulled off, but healed from the dragon scale. And Sam is permitted to keep learning. He didn't get kicked out of the Citadel. So I think that covered. It probably doesn't cover everybody, but I think we're close to covering everybody. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what's going to happen this episode and go from there. And this one's called Eastwatch. So instead of Night Watch, Eastwatch. We're watching the east come into the west. Danny's coming from the east, right? I don't know. We'll have to see. That's pretty. Oh, hi, Braun. And Jamie. It's awfully quiet. I expected more noise.
You saw the dragon between you and her.
He wasn't thinking about that.
Till I get what I'm owed. A dragon doesn't get to kill you. You don't get to kill you. Only I get to kill you.
Don't you mean we're fucked?
No,
Yep.
I do not. Dragons are where our partnership ends. I'm not going to be around when those things start spitting fire on King's Landing.
There'll be nothing left.
I have to tell Cersei.
May as well jump back in that river.
That's true too. It looks more like a lake. Didn't realize it was a river. Is he looking for Jamie? Wow, there's no recognition of anybody, so even if he did find Jamie's body, he wouldn't be able to ID him. Well, maybe from the armor. Never mind. Shouldn't they be happy?
Together, we will leave the world a better place than we found it. Or refuse. And die.
I don't know if they really see the benefit yet, though. It's more of a they don't have an option.
So it appears your allegiances are somewhat flexible.
No
That's
easy
true.
choices in war. One with no ties to this land. An army of savages at her back.
Yeah, I can see where he doesn't see her as being any better.
You are not my queen.
They're gonna kill him. She's feeding him to the dragons. I wonder how Samwell is gonna feel about it, since that was his dad and brother. He doesn't really care for his dad much. Well, at least she didn't feed them to the dragon. Although he may be getting scraps later, since everything's well toasted.
How many men did we lose?
All of
I
them.
haven't done a full accounting. They'll beat any army I've ever seen. Killing our men wasn't war for them, it was sport.
And he hasn't talked about the dragon.
Burnt 1,000 wagons.
After all this time, it still amazes me.
It was
that you-
Olenna. She confessed before she died.
So he's finally telling her. She won't
And
believe
this
it, though.
was-
Which one would Marjorie have been better able to control? Which one would have made Olenna the true ruler of the Seven Kingdoms? She was telling the truth.
Oh, maybe she is believing. And is that the wounded one, or he's eyeing up John pretty good, isn't he? Oh, it is the wounded one. John's got balls. She's waiting to see what happens. Just like a horse. Let them smell you. Touch them on the nose. I wonder how she got the spear out of him.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Wasn't the word I was thinking of, but
I'd check to see if my pants were wet.
yes.
They're my children.
You weren't gone long.
He can relate to that
No.
because of Ghost.
We can only help them from a position of strength. Sometimes strength is terrible.
She has a point.
Sir Davos said you took a knife in the heart for your people.
Sir Davos gets carried away.
Why doesn't he want her to know that he died? Jorah. Tell her you've been
Jon
cured.
Snow, this is Sir Jorah Mormont.
Don't let Fabio see. We couldn't tell if they were using the whites of the eyes of the crow to show that Bran was using them, or if it just happened to be, but it looks like he's using them. Is that part of the wall? I did see in comments that the wall is only on the land and that you can get around the wall to the north, to the south, via the sea. So maybe that's what they were pointing out here visually for us. Is he looking for the Night King? Oh yeah, there they are. Very reminiscent of The Walking Dead later seasons.
A crippled boy claims to have seen dead men on the march beyond the wall.
He knows
Thanks
who they're
to the
talking
magical
about.
help of a raven.
I led him through the wall years ago. I saw him go beyond the wall.
Oh, we're getting an idea of the time span.
And if you tell every maester in the Citadel to search every word of every faded scroll about the Long Night, they may find something that lets us defeat the army of the dead for good.
They're not going to listen, are they?
Could be done as part of a ploy by the Dragon Queen to lure southern armies away from the lands they are currently defending to open
She
those
doesn't know
lands
that
to
Bran
the
exists.
The Ravenry was falling apart the last time I checked.
So at least they're going to get some
Always
clarification, but I wish they
enemy.
believed him more.
When the hair caught fire and the smell of the burning flesh filled the throne room, I'm not the one doing it.
Is somebody going to overhear this conversation?
It's a sealed scroll for the king in the north.
Since when has that ever stopped him?
What's it say?
Nothing good.
So bring the dead to her.
I thought that was what we were trying to avoid.
Are we really
You
doing
don't
The
have to
Walking
bring the whole
Dead?
army.
And how would you get into King's Landing?
Davos? Smuggler.
I haven't given you permission to leave.
With respect, Your Grace, I don't need your permission. I am a king. And I came here knowing that you could have your men behead me or your dragons burn me alive. Because it's our best chance.
Do they have the clouds down below them? That happens sometimes where I live. It's pretty cool to see. An ocean of clouds. It looks like the mutual respect is continuing too.
Nothing.
Don't do that.
What?
Say what you mean.
Siblings.
Made you feel better than everyone.
She liked
Are you
that.
angry with me? It's not the way you get people to work together.
True. She didn't like the fact that Ari was hitting a little too close to home.
I've got my own business in Flea Bottom. What if someone takes the boat? Then we're fucked. Bet 20.
I'm kind of on Tyrion's side there.
I'll leave you to it.
It was a ploy. He still loves him.
He was going to execute me.
Jamie still
He
loves
knew
Tyrion.
I was innocent. You want Cersei to bend the knee, you can ask her yourself. I don't. Daenerys doesn't. Not right now, anyway.
Get to the point. So what's Davos up to? I didn't think he had any unfinished business down here. Unless he... Oh, he's looking for Gendry. Are we finally going to find out what happened to him? There he is.
Thought you might still be rowing.
Hair is shorter.
Bad things are coming.
Is he going to recruit him to come
He came to get me.
work for Dany?
You want me to come with you?
Well, the thing you need to understand is...
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You should know what you're heading into.
Do you think I've been thinking about every swing of the hammer?
You might want to bring one of those swords.
I don't know much about swinging swords. But this I know.
Stormbreaker?
I try to stay away from them, to avoid good men such as yourselves.
I was being honest.
15. 15 apiece.
So paying off the guards.
Come have a look.
I know it's not one of the dead.
His lady of the hour pops a tiny spoon of that into his mouth. 5 minutes later, he's back in the race. Here, have a taste.
I don't like regular crab, much less fermented crab.
I'd hurry to your favorite establishment, or you'll put a hole in that chainmail.
I was going to say, are they going to recognize him?
We was looking for a dwarf with a scar like that a while back.
Perhaps there's some arrangement?
Sir.
There we go. Now get your gold back.
This is Gendry.
He'll do.
Go, go, go!
Get your gold back! Is she going to be willing to look at a white?
He set up a meeting without your knowledge or consent.
Eh, damn it.
Do you think anything
She's
of
smarter than
importance
she
happens
knows.
in a city without me knowing?
Than she looks. I'm not liking this.
Who will you say is the father?
You.
Wait, what? I missed something. Oh, she's indicating that she's pregnant.
People won't like that.
I was going to say, he knows that won't go over well. Even though
And what father used to say,
he's happy.
people never betray me again.
Or she'll kill you.
This is Name's Gendry, Your Grace. I'm Robert Baratheon's son.
Totally going against what Dad was.
You're a lot leaner.
You're a lot shorter. And he won't be needing a smith with a sword like that.
He recognizes that's Valerian.
It's better to be a coward for a minute than dead for the rest of your life.
I owe you my life. Twice over.
All I've ever done is live to a ripe old age.
Gotta appreciate Davos there.
We should be better at saying farewell by now.
It is creepy that he's in love with her.
I wish you good fortune in the wars to come, Your Grace.
Oh, we've heard that line before. I wonder if those rocks that slant into a triangle shape are naturally there, or if they added that as part of the set.
15,782. Guess how many windows are in the Great Sept of Baelor?
None anymore.
That's true. Except on Maynard, he recorded everything. He even recorded his own bowel movements. Maynard says here that he issued an annulment.
Is he getting irritated with Gilly?
Rhaegar and remarried him to someone else at the same time in a secret ceremony in Dawn. Is that a common thing in the South?
These maesters, as long as we're going to have access to the full records of High Septon Maynard's 15,782 shits.
Sam apologized to Gilly. Aww. He's getting big. He's gonna go find the book that he needs. It's not like they're alphabetized. How does he know where to go and what to grab? I don't see the Dewey Decimal System. Why was he looking at the chandelier? Was he leaving? So he was looking at the... whatever it was, it looked like a chandelier.
You always wanted to be a
as a goodbye.
I'm tired of reading about the achievements of better men.
He just wants to be a better man himself. Very Catholic popish, isn't it? Is that Sansa spying on Baelish? Oh, Ari. Is she gonna follow the girl? I think Baelish is trying to get them to declare him King of the North. And he's gonna catch her now, isn't he?
Lady Stark thanks you for your service.
Only copy of what? As astute as Baelish is, I'm surprised he didn't notice Ari. And I bet you he's laid a trap for her. Trying to find a tiny rolled up piece of paper is going to be tough. What does it say? Tried to steal his throne. Somebody is dead, killed from wounds he took in a something or other. Tried to steal his throne. The Lannisters and swear loyalty? It doesn't look like loyalty. Swear something to King Joffrey and from something sister Sansa. I haven't gathered the importance of it yet. Oh, is it the oh yeah, he did plant it. Is it the betrothal to Joffrey?
And you need to convince the one with the dragons or the one who fucks her brother?
The one who fucks her brother.
Both. How many men did you bring? You're not the only ones.
Who else
Scouts
wants to go out
found them
there?
a mile south of the wall.
You're the Hound.
Oh, who's the other one with the Hound?
They want to go beyond the wall too.
We don't want to go beyond the wall, we have to.
Oh,
Our Lord told us that the Great
the
Wall
one
is
who's
coming
died
for
several
us now.
times.
Here we all are, at the edge of the world,
Hating
same
each other.
moment, heading in the same direction for the same reason. We may take the steps, but the Lord of Light
For
clears
fuck's sake, will you shut your hole?
I
Are we coming with you or not?
like
Then
how
you
he
wanna know
likes
what
to
we're
get to the
doing?
point. Here we go. He finally got a drink. The end of the episode. Yep. Everybody teaming up even though they don't trust each other. So, what's the reason the men without banners would want to go into the north and get a white? Who are they trying to prove to? Or are they going into the north for other reasons? They said that they all have different reasons but the same goal. I don't know. I'm confused. But I was wondering what was going on with the Hound, even though I forgot about him at the beginning. So it's good to see him. I think Danny and John might be falling in love, the way they look at each other. I think John is kind of mesmerized where everything has taken him so far. Mesmerized about the dragons. But he also knows that because he's seen what lies beyond the wall, which has been myth and rumor, that anything else could be true. And being brought back from the dead would be another reason for him to believe just about anything. I don't understand why he doesn't want Danny to know that he was brought back from the dead. Maybe he feels like that would be pushing it too far with her. Or it could be just a matter of just privacy and he doesn't want to be exploited in that way. He doesn't want to be known for that. So Cersei's pregnant. Jamie's happy, but knows what the reactions are going to be. I want her to die, and I know she's probably not going to die. She's probably going to be the last one standing because she's a cockroach. So, unfortunately, I do not trust her meeting with Danny. Hopefully, one of the dragons will be with Danny because I don't think I would trust any other way. Well, the Dothraki I know couldn't be bought by Cersei. All those soldiers that bent their knee to Danny, we don't know whether they could flip or not. I mean, they know Cersei's not any good, but from what they saw from Danny, Danny's not any better unless they get talking to the people that are in Danny's crew. Then they might understand how she's different from Cersei. But in that moment, she didn't seem any different to them, just more powerful. I want to know what Baelish is up to, and I want to know what that piece of paper was. Was it the declaration of marriage between Sansa and Joffrey, and he thinks he can get Sansa on the throne? But he was hoping Arya would find it because Sansa wouldn't listen to him. He knows he's broken that trust, maybe? I know he still wants to marry her, which is creepy. We got all these older men falling over themselves for these younger girls who are how old now? Although, if it's been over a year, Sansa might be, I forget the age groupings, but Sansa might be about 18ish now. Danny is probably about the same age, but I know you guys said in the books they were younger. So even if they are legally 18, it still seems creepy. All these grown men falling over themselves. I was trying to think of the right wording. Falling over themselves for both Sansa and for Danny. Yeah, I'll quit rambling. This is a long video as it is, so thank you all for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.